explore. You can go into a company that's already $1 million company or $1 billion company, and you can work your tail off and hope to get somewhere and maybe get a little bit ahead. Or you can come into a company like where we are and be a part of why this company becomes $1 billion company. So I knew for me, when I saw that and I saw the potential of earning, I was like, I want to be a part of that. And I saw what the product. So let's talk about that just a little bit. Okay, let's see if I can get my computer to work. Here we go. So one thing that I love about this is you do this on your terms. So I'm sure all of you guys are busy. You guys may have kids. You guys have everything, a lot of stuff going on. You may work full time. What's really nice, Briar is one of the busiest people I know, and she still fits this into her life because you literally can do it on your own terms, which is really, really nice. This company, like I was just talking about a second ago, is called Q Sciences. We were founded in 2012. So although we are a young company, we're not in that spot of being a company where you're trying to figure out if you're going to work or not. We've worked past that since we've been around since 2012. But in the last year and a half, since 2017, we've had over 433% growth, which the company is incredible, but I will tell you, you will not have that kind of growth if you don't have amazing products. And so that is what's really incredible. We have a product that is a very hot product. We have a great line of them, but one in particular that you guys might have heard of is called hemp oil, full spectrum hemp. It is a hot product right now and everyone wants it. So we'll get into that in just a minute. This guy, I'm just going to do a really brief overview of a couple of our important people. Mark Wilson, he is our founder and CEO. You may know him from winning a Super Bowl when when the Raiders were good, when they were, winning Super Bowls. He was part of that. He did 2 Super Bowls and won 2 of them with the Raiders. He's incredible. He's like the grandpa that you never had and that you always wanted. He's really sweet. And then there is Jake Spencer, who is the brains behind this child that we have here. He is super dynamic. I always say every time we get on one of these, I'm like, Jeff, you would love him because he is just down to business. Everything that he says that comes out of his mouth is straight entrepreneurship, straight business. And I just love the way that he thinks. One thing that I like about him is that he's done this before in the field. He's not just an executive that's sitting up in a high corner office expecting us to do something that's impossible. He wrote our comp plan, which I'll show you guys here in just a minute. And he truly wrote it with his experience, knowing what was fair and knowing what was achievable, but what was really well compensated. We are very well compensated. Okay, we are also in global expansion. This is Bengt Emanuelson. He is taking our company worldwide. So even if you don't know someone worldwide, someone that you know may, and so you could get into those other countries as well. We are currently in 16 other countries and we are growing by the month, which is really cool. This is Dr. Stephen Kimberly. He is where all of these products that we're going to talk very briefly about stem from. He's the creator of them. He is just brilliant. He really believes that science doesn't stand still. It keeps moving, just like technology. And he really, truly believes that there's a space for natural medicine and a space for prescription. And there's also a place where both of those can collide as well. Okay, so this is our full suite of products. I'm not going to go into too much detail because I think a lot of us are here for the business. So I'm really going to focus on that. But like I said before, you can't have an amazing company and amazing growth without having an amazing line of products. So at the top, you can see is our nutrition supplements, fitness, weight loss, and oral sprays. These are your vitamins. This is your herbal supplements. These are your, trying to meet someone. This is your weight loss products and stuff like that. So these are things that people are going to get into. We call them nutraceuticals. Other people call them supplements. You can call them what you want. And then down at the bottom is truly the heart of our company. This is our hemp oil, our full spectrum hemp. It is incredible. I'll tell you a little bit about the differences between what you're seeing here and what you might see on the street corner in just a minute, or in a gas station or something like that. And I know especially with Briar and Jeff being in California, it's everywhere. I live in Arkansas, like I said. It is coming to Arkansas rapidly, but is nowhere like it is in California. So, and when they saw this product and saw the difference, they were like, this is incredible. And so having that from someone that is surrounded by it means a lot and says a lot. Okay, so this is our core complete of products. We have our QMax, which is the very first one. This has 34 clinical studies on it surrounding mental health. This is actually part of the reason that brought me here. Whenever I was looking for an alternative to antidepressants, one of my very sweet friends approached me with this, and that's actually one of the things that really piqued my interest. And then the Align, the probiotic, and omegas. We kind of all know what omegas and probiotics do. The Align is an anti-inflammatory. Most of our pain and most of our stiff joints and stuff like that come from inflammation, and so that's really what combats that. So this is kind of like your core package of products is what this one kind of is. And then we have our fitness and weight loss, which is incredible. This is kind of what we're new to. We're not a fitness and weight loss company. We're kind of starting to branch into it. We are a mental health company at its core. And so this is something new for us, but we had some great success and some really awesome stuff happening. And then our oral sprays. These are great for kids. These are great for people that don't like taking pills, don't like taking vitamins. You can throw them in your purse. You can do it really quick in the morning, just a couple sprays, and you're getting what you need. All of our vitamins are fully methylated. If you want to know what that means and go into more detail, I'm happy to. Basically, it just means that anybody and everybody can take our product because there is a certain gene that prevents people from taking B vitamins, and with ours, they can take this as well, fully methylated. Okay, so now we're going to kind of branch into our skincare line. This is brand new. They just released it in September. What's different about this than other skincare lines is this blocks against blue light damage. It is full spectrum hemp infused. So not only are you getting the benefits of the anti-aging, the blocking of the blue light, but when you put it on, you feel the calming that full spectrum hemp brings you as well. So it gets into your bloodstream, which is really, really cool that you're getting that from a day cream and a night moisturizer and stuff like that. Like you can see on the number 3, it promotes cellular balance and it promotes calm as well. It's really, really cool. Okay, so this is what you guys are all here for, this and the business. So let's focus on this. This is our full spectrum hemp product line. Like I said in the beginning, this is a product that everyone wants now. So when I was introduced to this side of it, I was like, someone else is going to come in here and take this over and run with it, or I can be the one that does it. So when I saw this, I knew it had to be me. I was the first one in Arkansas to bring this here, and you can be the first one in your area to bring it to where you are because it is so new, which is really, really cool. And ours is set apart from any other of the ones out there. So just a couple key factors. I'm not going to go into too much detail. Briar and Jeff have some great videos that they can share with you that go in way more detail. But a couple things that you want to look out for. Number 1, you want to make sure that your hemp product is fully temperature stable. What that means is if your hemp or CBD product gets too hot or gets too cold, it remains balanced. It keeps that THC level at bay, which ours is fully temperature stable. This is really important, especially when it comes to drug testing and when it comes to giving it to kids. If you get one that is not temperature stable and it sits in your mailbox or it sits in your car and it heats up above 80 or 90 degrees, then that THC level activates and it becomes a rancid oil, which means you're not only going to feel the effects of the THC, but you're also going to test positive for that. So if you're giving it to a child, or if you're taking it for yourself and that's not what you're looking for, you want to make sure that you get one that is temperature stable. The second reason, and ours is temperature stable. The second reason is that ours has something called bioabsorb. So if you get a product and you turn it around and one of the ingredients on it is MTC oil or coconut oil, avocado oil, something like that, you want to steer clear of it. And the reason is because you're only going to absorb a maximum of 11% with that oil. With ours, it has something called bioabsorb in it. And this is a technology that was created by Q Sciences that makes you absorb a minimum of 85%. This is a big deal. So this is like you going to the gas station and you putting your money in the pump and you putting the pump in your car and only getting 6 to 11%. And then the rest of it you put on the sidewalk. That doesn't make any sense. You're literally wasting your money when you're not absorbing that. So ours has an incredibly high absorption rate, which is you're going to get your money out of it, and it's incredible. The next thing is it is full spectrum hemp. So CBD and full spectrum hemp come from the same plant, but the way that you can differentiate is, let's take a cake, for instance. CBD is just the flour or just the eggs or just the sugar. It's not the finished product. So is it a component of a cake? Absolutely. But full spectrum hemp is the flour, eggs, sugar, baking soda, salt, icing, all the things put together as a finished product. So CBD is one strand of hemp, but it's not the full thing. Full spectrum hemp is the entire plant. So if you have ever used a hemp product or a CBD product before and you're like, well, it didn't really work for me, there could be a couple of reasons. One, it could have had a carrier oil, or two, it was just CBD and you weren't getting all of the things that were engulfed in full spectrum hemp. So that's really important. As you can see, it comes in multiple different forms. There's even some that aren't on here. Starting at the left, we have our just regular hemp oil, and then we go to our creams, which are incredible. We have a line for pets. We have skincare, we have protein, and we also have roll-ons that are full spectrum hemp and essential oil combined. It's really incredible. The other things that we don't have listed on here are things that are nowhere else found in the world. One of them is an aerial line. So we have an inhaler, and we also have a mist that you spray right under your tongue, kind of like the vitamin sprays you saw just a minute ago. These work in 6 seconds. So the full spectrum hemp oil that you see, the fuse all the way to the left, that takes about 15 to 20 minutes. The inhaler and the mist work in 6 seconds. That's incredible. No one else in the world has something like that except us. Okay, so now let's start to kind of go into business and talk about that, because I know that's what you guys are here for, and it's truly incredible what we have going on here. So like I said, we have a hot product. And I know for me, like I said, when I came in here and I started doing the research on CBD and on hemp and how hot it was, I knew that this was something I wanted to bring to Arkansas. So you might be saying, well, what if it's already in where I am? We have something that it can't be matched. And so once people see what we have, it's a no-brainer. Oh, well, I absolutely want to get yours. I absolutely want to try that. We have growing markets, which means that we are not hardly anywhere yet. We are brand new to areas. I just brought this to Arkansas 5 months ago. So imagine where you are, what you could do with your area. It's incredible. And we do social selling. So everything we do is online, meaning gone are the days where you have to order $4,000 worth of product and have it stacked up in your garage and have to go meet people in the side alleys and sell it to them. We don't do that. Everyone orders directly from your website and it is shipped directly to them, which takes the money handling out of it on your side, and the company ships it directly to the consumer, which is really, really nice. Okay, so now let's talk business. Why would you want to become part of something like this? What is the profitability? What are you going to get out of it? So I'm going to fast forward just a little bit, and then I can come back to this right here. This is the heart of this business. This is the compensation plan. Now, as you can see, we get paid 4 different ways. And a lot of people, when they see compensation plans that have like 27 different ways, or I've even seen some up in the hundreds, they're like, oh, that's great. I get paid so many ways. But here's the kicker. In order to get to number 4 in some of those, you have to jump through crazy hoops of 1, 2, and 3. So what's really nice about this is it's 4 ways, and you could take advantage of each of those 4 ways individually, or you can combine them all together. So one of the ways that we get paid is our customer sales commission. What this means is you have someone that comes to you and says, I want to try your product. They're a consumer. They don't have to sell it. They're not interested in selling it. They become one of our happy customers, and we have a ton of those. And you make a commission off of that. And what's really nice about that is that the company, as again, sends the product directly to them, and you get a nice commission. One cool thing about this is that we also have a bulk sales program. So if you know anyone that has a brick and mortar store, they can become one of your customers too. And they're ordering thousands of dollars worth of product, and you get to benefit off of that commission from that sale as well. So as you can see, the percentages go 15, 25, 30. They actually just changed this at convention. They added into that, moving this out of the way, that 2,000 plus spot, you now get 35% commission and your FFM, which I'll talk about that in just a second. So they are constantly improving our comp plan, which I absolutely love. Now let's go to number 2. This is my absolute favorite. This is where you come in and you say, okay, I'm going to go find some people that want to work this business with me. This is a ground floor opportunity. So they hear how incredible this opportunity is and that it truly is at the low level and the sky is the limit. So they come in and they start talking, just like Briar and Dever do, and they start talking to their friends and saying, hey, we've got something amazing here. I would love to help you figure this out and help you get some, whether that be just extra cash, whether it be a supplemental income, whether you want to come in and you want to make that $65,000 a month, We have that here. So what number 2 is this is you building a team. So when you look at it, your first rank promotion, you go find 2 friends and you make $50 a month. Your second one, which is pro, you go find 6 friends, or those 2 that you brought in, they find some people and you make $100 a month. Or you can go down to the next promotion that I'm about to hit as we speak. It might be happening, which is really, really mind-blowing. And that silver position, and you start duplicating like crazy and bringing in here, and then your paycheck is $4,000 a month. It's mind-blowing. Or let's take it a step further. You're like the girl that brought me into it, one of my dear friends. Let's go down to that platinum level. That's where she is right now. Her check is $15,000 a month. So I want you to sit there for just a second and think, if I brought in an extra, right, we say extra, $15,000 a month, what would I do with it? Where would it go? What is it that I could put into this business that would make that worth my while? To me, $15,000 would be worth my while, I'll tell you that much. But that's what I want you to think about. So when you see that number, you're like, oh, that would be wonderful. And the nice thing about it is it's so duplicatable, because that's what you do is you come in just like Briar and Jeff did, and I say, hey, let's get your friends on some Zooms. Let's let them hear about this. I want you to start talking to people. And it seems like it just happens so quickly. If you truly come in and work it, it happens so quickly. Let's take it up a notch. Let's go down to that emerald level. So Briar has met this lovely woman. Her name is Tara. She lives in New Jersey. She did a lot of Briar's training. Let's scroll over to that monthly team commission. She makes $65,000 a month. And what's really incredible about this, let's go all the way down to Crown Diamond. We are such a useful company that no one's hit Crown Diamond yet. It is still open because we haven't been around that long, which is really, really cool for me to think about, coming from a company before that was really saturated. And I worked excuse my French, I worked my ass off, and I did get a great place. But in this, it is so much more achievable because it's ground floor. So I told myself if I ever did this again, it would have to be ground floor. So what does this look like on a day-to-day basis? Let's talk about how we can make this money. What I love about this is it's not me picking up the phone and cold calling 25 people a day. I ain't doing that. What I love is that it's not me spending thousands of dollars on all of this stuff that I have to sell to people. I ain't doing that. But what it is me calling my friends like Briar and saying, hey, I think I have something that I think you would be incredible at, or I think that you would really be interested in. That's what this is. And so you really pinpointing those people that you think would be customer getters, that you think would be great at this business, and saying, hey, I would love to partner with you and do this. Because let's take a look at the numbers and let's talk facts here. So that's what this is. And it's me truly building those connections with people and showing them what this is. If you want to come in and make 25 cold calls a day, you go right at it. I will let you do that, but you don't have to. And that's what's really nice about it. Okay, so let's go to number 3. So if you scroll down just a little bit to that silver level, that's the amount of bonuses that we've made so far in my family, which is mind-blowing. So these are those one-time bonuses. And as you can see, all except for the first 3 have a comma in them. I don't know about you, but an extra $2,500 on a paycheck is really, really nice, right? That's a good chunk of savings. That's a vacation to the beach or wherever with your family. So what's really nice about this is that not only are you earning your monthly team commission, which is that number 2, not only are you earning your customer sales commission, which is that number 1, but you're also earning your promotional rank bonuses, which is that number 3, which it just stacks on top of each other, which is really cool. And then let's go over to number 4. This is the heart of our compensation plan. So what this is called the financial freedom movement. So you may have seen other companies that they had a car program, right? When you come in and you get to a certain level, it's great, you get a car. But what most people don't know is that car is in your name. It is not in the company's name. So say something happens and you have to take a step back from your business and you drop in rank. It happens, it's life. What happens with that car is the company stops sending you the stipend to pay it. So whether you're making that promotional rank or whether you're making that rank or not, you are still responsible for that car payment. So when our VP, Jake, as I talked about just a little bit ago, came in, he said, I will absolutely not write a car program because I've seen more people go bankrupt with it. But what he did do is wrote the financial freedom movement. So what that means is what you can see over here, When you hit that elite spot, which is the 4th rank of the company, which I hit in 3 weeks, it's extremely doable. The company, Q Sciences, will then send $100 to whatever bill you want them to send it to. Say you have medical bills that are racking up. Say you have a mortgage that you would love to pay down. Say you have car payments that you would love to get rid of. They will send, excuse me, $100 to $400, obviously, as you go up in rank every single month to whatever bill of choice you have, which is incredible. So then you're stacking that on top of your income and you're paying debt down. So what that shows is that we truly have a passion for helping people financially, and it's not about the flashy stuff. I'll be honest, the flashy stuff is fun. Don't get me wrong. It is very fun. But if we ask Briar as a mom or me as a mom, what does the inside of your car look like? I can tell you what mine looks like. It is not pretty. And so although a flashy Lexus is fun, although a flashy Mercedes is fun, if you can't make the car payment because something happens, that's not fun. And that's not going to change your life. But what will change your life is this right here, them paying money to that debt of your choice every single month until it's paid off. And then when it's paid off, you send them another one, which is really incredible. Okay, so I'm going to back up just a little bit and talk about the 2 ways that you can join us in this. I talked about it just a little bit, but you can become an ambassador, just like Briar and Jeff and I and my husband sitting over here are. You can come in and you can see the vision and you can say, I know a lot of people that struggle with anxiety, depression, pain, migraines. What's about plantar fasciitis is a big one, joint pain, mental health of some sort, just overall health needs. I know some people that could help with that. Yeah, I'll become an ambassador and help with that. Or you see the other side and you say, I know some people that would kill this business. They would truly kill it. So I'm going to come in and be an ambassador and I'm going to go grow a team. And that's the way that you come in this as well. Whichever side that you come in as an ambassador, we can fit that to your needs. But if you're not into selling, that's okay. You don't have to. Or if you want to try something for a full month first, I always recommend getting with Briar and getting some samples because our products work so fast. But if you want to try it for a full month, you can come in as a preferred customer. And then when you're ready to join us and you catch the vision and you're ready to make some of that money we just talked about, you can then upgrade to an ambassador. So what are the advantages of being an ambassador besides making some killer money? You get business tools. So whether you've done this before or not, it doesn't matter. I can come in, or you can come in and I can teach you everything I know. And I can teach you the exact way that I did it, and we can help you do the exact same thing if that's what you want. You can come in and you can hand out samples like crazy and get people interested that way. You can come in and you can start talking to everybody you know and get people interested that way. So whether you've done this or not, it doesn't matter. I can show you the ropes. Briar can show you the ropes and we can get you successful. The second thing is emerging markets. Like we keep talking about, this is ground floor. This is brand new. In Arkansas 4 months ago, this wasn't even a known name. This wasn't even something that was here. And now it is because it's emerging and because it's being brought here by the people that I have brought into this, which is really cool. And then you get a digital welcome kit. All of the tools that you would ever need are in there, are in this app that you get. It's really incredible, which means you don't have to be the expert. So you might be sitting there saying, I am so busy. I cannot add one more thing to my plate. First, I want you to go talk to Briar because I don't want to hear anybody say that they're busier than Briar because you are not. And second, you don't have to be an expert. Everything that you need is at your fingertips. And what we have is a really set system of how you work this business, which takes all the time out of it. And you truly do get to the core of just talking to people and getting people trained. And it's really cool. And then we have tax benefits. For those of you that own your own business, you know that the tax benefits are amazing. You get to carry those over here as well. And then the financial freedom movement, like we talked about. It's a $79.95 investment, but I will tell you your first goal when you come in is to at least make that $750. So you're, what is that? I don't even know what 7 times over, but you are doing 7 times over that initial investment right when you come in. And so the profitability is incredible. The return on investment is incredible. If you're come in, you're coachable and you're ready to go, I can show you exactly what to do. Okay, so here's a couple of different options. You don't have to go with these. These are just a couple of different options of what you can get started with. I typically recommend that people go with the Explode or the Explore packs, and here's why. You are going to have samples in order for you to give to your people. Because like I said, our products work so fast and people can see it so quickly. If you set up a time to meet with someone and you hand them a sample of our Q-Fuse hemp oil, and then you talk to them, while you're talking to them, they're starting to feel better. So then 20 minutes in, you can say, hey, Charles, are you feeling better? What do you feel? Tell me how you're feeling. And you think, yeah, I do feel a little bit better. This is weird. So samples are crucial. You've got to have samples. And so it's a great investment into your business to have samples. And then you also have product there for you as well. If you didn't want to do that, you could always get one of the smaller ones, but I will recommend that you get an extra bottle of the hemp oil and of a lotion because people are going to want to try it. I told Briar and Jeff this. I regret how I came in because my husband and I had to literally turn around the next week and order another bottle because we used it all, not on ourselves, on other people. And we barely even knew how it felt for us because we were giving it out so much. So I truly do recommend having samples. They are going to change how you explode in this business for sure. Okay, we talked about the ways to earn. We talked about the compensation plan. If you guys have any questions, I can absolutely answer those. We talked about the financial freedom movement. One other really cool thing with the financial freedom movement is they truly want to get your financial house in order. They've seen so many people come into, direct sales companies and make millions and blow it. And they don't want that to happen to us. So when you sign up, from the day you sign up, you get to take advantage of free financial coaching from the coaches that work at Q Sciences. They're financial advisors and they work at Q Sciences now, and they are amazing. They literally go step by step through your financial house and recommend what they think that you should do to get your financial house in order. And they recommend how they suggest how that you should treat the money that you have coming in, because it is going to be a substantial amount. So they want to make sure that you're using it properly and using it wisely. Okay, that is new. So let's talk about this. The future's in your hands. There is so much that can be done here. The sky truly is the limit because, like I keep saying, I'm going to pound it into y'all's heads if I have to. This is so ground floor, and the timing is never going to be like it is again. And so when I saw that, I knew I had to jump, and I had to jump in, because if I didn't, someone else would, and they would benefit off of everything that I knew I could have done. We're never going to get this timing back in Q Sciences. 5 years from now, it's going to look totally different. And I know for me, I want to jump in now instead of waiting those 5 years and it looking completely different, because I want all of that to fall under me and me be able to benefit from that for the rest of my life. That was really, really important to me. So you can absolutely do what you want with it. You can come in, catch the vision like we have, and see what the potential could be and be an ambassador, and you could be the first crown diamond. I would love to see one of y'all be the first crown diamond. Or you can come in as a customer and you can try our products, and then eventually when you're ready, you can upgrade, whatever you want to do. Or you can stay a happy customer for life, totally whatever you want to do. But just know that the future truly is in your hands, and you can truly do what you want to do with this. So